Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I present to you the new model of the Multipearl 210-2. It is a multi-process welder with a maximum current of 200 amperes and an excellent duty cycle. In fact, it is at 130 amperes at 60%, making it suitable for fairly intensive use. The welder also has a PFC system, ensuring lower power consumption. It is a multi-process welder that allows us to weld either manually or synergically with wire. We can also connect an electrode holder for welding coated electrodes. And we can also connect two TIG torches. They are two different torches that I will show you later for direct current welding of iron and stainless steel with lift ignition. The welding machine comes with its generator, the instruction manual. We have 16 mm square cables with an electrode holder, ground clamp, and 25 mm connections. Next we have a torch, a MB25250A. Here it is with a Euro connection. It's a small key to disassemble the consumables. Then we find a gas tube with a quick connection in the small bag above the welder. Let me show you inside the spool holder compartment, where we find a good wire feed drive motor with a clutch, and we find the spool holder for spools of 100 and 200 mm. I'll now show you the welder's control panel. If you see the numbers flickering slightly, it's not the panel, it's actually our camera that we can't adjust. So let me quickly show you the welding. The first thing to do is select the welding process that we have with the first knob by selecting manual MIG, and then a completely manual weld with the adjustment of the wire speed, and with the second knob, the welding voltage. Then we move on to Synergic MIG, and here we have the preset programs from GYS. With the two potentiometers, we can select the materials such as iron, argon CO2, or pure CO2, stainless steel, gasless flux wire, silicon brazing wire, aluminum brazing wire, and then we have the aluminum alloys, so aluminum magnesium, aluminum silicon, and the other aluminum and silicon 12. Here we are. Then by keeping it pressed, we can go to select the thickness of the welding wire, and all the parameters are automatically preset by GYS. We select the sheet thickness with the first potentiometer, as you can see at the bottom left, 4 millimeters. And with the second encoder in position 0, the wire speed is automatic, so it is already recommended by GYS. We can then make a small adjustment from +9 to -9, depending on the type of seam to make and according to the operator's skill. One very interesting thing is that by pressing this button when we are in the Synergic program, we can also select the type of welding, such as overhead welding, downhill and uphill welding. We have fillet welding or flat welding, which certainly changes the arc voltage. Then going back to the program selection, we can choose MMA welding and set the welding current up to the maximum 200 ampere and the percentage of hot start, so the extra voltage for easier ignition with special electrodes. Next, we find the TIG PRO and the TIG Easy, which I will now explain to you. Regarding the TIG of the Multipearl 210-2, there are important things to know. First of all, it's a TIG in direct current, so suitable for welding on iron and stainless steel, but not suitable for aluminum. The ignition is of the lift type, so by touching the tungsten on the piece. The interesting thing is that there are two programs on the welder, the TIG PRO and the TIG Easy. The TIG PRO allows connection. a torch with Euro fitting. You can find it recommended among the accessories on the welder's page. And this torch, it has the control button of the arc and therefore also of the gas solenoid valve. The torch is already provided with a consumables kit with 2 ceramics and consumables of 1.6 and 2.4 with 2 tungstens. If instead, oh, I almost forgot. And besides this, in TIG Pro, it is possible to adjust both the post-gas and the downslope ramp in seconds. If instead we want to use a standard TIG torch, like most multi-process ones, then in TIG Easy we can connect the classic torch with the TSK25 connector and 1.6 mm consumables. And yet we no longer have the button on the handle, but we have a valve for opening the gas. In this case, it is not possible to adjust the post-gas and the descent ramp. I remind you that within the Multipearl range, in addition to the 210-2, there is also the 210-4XL. It is a welder that has exactly the same features as this 210-2, but with a 4-roller wire feeder and the ability to accommodate a 15-kilogram spool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video too. I remind you that Top Welding is always available for advice on the various models available on our website and for any adjustments even after you receive the welder. And I say goodbye until next time. Bye.